Your Deb's Kitchen. And this is live in my kitchen, making everyday dishes. And today I'm making a guacamole, a quick guacamole for one, because you don't always have to make a huge bowl for a party when it's just you. And then you have a bunch of ripe avocados. And what do I need a big bowl for? Well, so I have my mom's old molcajete, and that's my grinding stone. My ingredients: onion, jalapeno, and avocado, and a squeezing lemon. But I did not bring my chopper in here. Let me see. I think I have it. Oh, yes. I'm going to use my old chopper since I got a new one because I got too vigorous with my chopper, and I tried to do a sweet potato. Potatoes are hard, and I whacked it too hard. So this time I'm using this. I bought a new one, but I'm still using the old one. It still works. And we're going to first chop up an onion. And when you're making guacamole, sometimes I like to keep it festive and pretty, so I'm using the purple onion, and they're sweeter too, so let's chop that. And I want the small die, so I got it here. Wasn't that quick? So let's put that into our molcajete. Well, actually, no, I think we should do our guacamole first. But avocado. But I'm gonna put a jalapeno in here too. So let's cut that jalapeno up. And I am going to use the whole jalapeno. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's going to be too hot. Why don't we just see? Why don't I take the seeds out? And then if it's not hot enough, I can add them back in. But like I always tell everybody, once you take them out, once you add it in, it's too hard to take them out. But it's easy to add them back in. So let's get our guacamole, our jalapeno cut, diced. So that part is done. And then I have a tomato. And I'm also going to add tomato to this. This is like your table-side guacamole that you get at El Torito, and they come and make it at your table for individual serving. This is the same thing. Now my tomato is not cooperating because I think it's a little too soft. So it cut through, but the skin's still on here, so I'm going to take that off. Actually, I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to dye. See how small that is? I didn't want it that small. Anyway, I want to see a tomato presence. So that's the thing about not being scripted. On my usual YouTube channel, it's a scripted, and it's cut. Let's cut for this, cut for that. Let's fix this. It's not working. But in here, you're in my actual kitchen, live, random days, cooking up dishes. Just like I have a Facebook group. If you are interested, if you've been missing me on YouTube, go to my Facebook group at the same thing at In Deb's Kitchen, and you will see me there every day live, cooking random dishes. So, and and that is like bloopers, burning things, the whole enchilada. And you'll see my grandchildren in there, my friends, anybody who happens on the scene. So, now we're going to get our avocado, the star of the show. And someone gave me a bunch of avocados. They're all going ripe at once. And so I said, I got to use these. I was going to make avocado toast, but I was like, I want something more than just blah avocado toast, especially when you're trying to eat healthy and you're trying to watch what you eat carefully, and eating avocado toast day after day kind of gets a little old. So we're kicking it up a notch. And so get your avocado out. I have these ones are the soft skinned ones from someone's tree, and I usually prefer the Haws because they're easier to peel. But I have this handy dandy guacamole killer. So I have it in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of my seasoning salt, my go-to all-purpose Lowry seasoning salt that I always use. So you wanna whip up a bowl of guacamole just for yourself any time of day, go for it. You don't have to wait for company. You just want to sit down by yourself and have a nice evening reading a book. This is an old school way of the Molcajete, grinding spoon. They use this basically a lot to grind spices like whole coriander, whole pepper, whole chili powder. But when you go to the El Torito, I was always impressed with. They would bring this to our table and start smashing it up there in our presence. And let me get a spoon because, as usual, Debbie has not. I thought I had everything. Okay, so here's my spoon, and I'm gonna take a little squeeze of acid, and that's gonna keep your avocado fresh as well as it gives it a good vibe. So we're gonna put in our onion, all this mix we just chopped up. I don't know about all those jalapenos. I might save this in a Ziploc for another meal. Because I have a bunch of avocados here, but it's me by myself here at home, and I'm like, I want some avocado, but I don't want to make a whole big old bowl because, you know, it's better to make it fresh. So here we are, freshly made, right here. Let me try it. I always try it out with a chip. And I have more avocados if it's too hot for me. And you can add some, if you like, you can add even more chili flakes or cilantro. But I don't like cilantro in my avocado. You can put anything in it. So let's try this out. And you can save your dips, your spices, because I'm going to add a little more onion. I'm not going to need jalapeno and the rest of that tomato. So good. And you don't have to have a chopper, but you can get these at Ross. I got my chopper. I got a new one the other day for $11.99 at Ross or Marshall. And they're brand names. They have Cooks. They have Cuisinart. But I actually like the one I bought. It was the Cooks. I'm going to put a little tiny bit more salt. Because I'm salty. More lemon. Gotta have that lemon in there, people. And it's customizable. Just, excuse me, do it gradually. And I have you on. I'm trying. Hopefully you can hear me this time. But I can't see your comments if you're commenting because I don't know. It usually shows up when I have it vertically, but I have it horizontally, and I don't know how to get the comment. I don't want to touch this because I'm afraid to goof it up like I did last time. Let me get a piece of toast. The toast isn't ready, but here it is. When you're having a game day, have a few people over, maybe you're just having a friend over, and sit outside, a cool beverage and some chips, some guacamole, for those of you that don't have the Spanish accent down yet, the Mexican. Let me go get my toast out. You don't have to always just eat it with chips. That boring avocado toast you've been eating, folks. History. Doesn't that look good? You can fry an egg on it, over easy egg or a sunny side up, and put it on top of this, and just cut it up and eat this for breakfast. Mmm. Delicious. Takes it to the whole new level. So hopefully you can see this. Mmm. Mmm. You've been in Deb's kitchen, and we're making simple tableside guacamole to eat with chips, to eat with on toast. Top off anything with it you like. And go to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done that. Like, subscribe, share, put some comments, tell me what you want to see. If you have something, a lot of people tell me, my grandma used to make this. I never knew how to make it. Can you make it? And I will. So if I don't know how to make it, I will learn, because I am not a trained chef. I'm a self-trained chef. But I love to cook. And I like to make things that are budget-friendly, simple for anyone to make, semi-homemade. Get all those shortcuts. It doesn't have to be totally authentically long drawn out process to be delicious. And it can be cheap, and it can be healthy, and it will always be delicious. You've been in Deb's kitchen. Thank you. And I'm sorry I can't see your comments after I hang up. I'll try to be polite to them. Bye.